100 campers, groups from all over Southern California. You see the starting five for the Sparks. Burrell, Ogwumike, afternoon for Kids Day. Tip is up, controlled by the Mercury. And they'll have to start the fourth and final period as well. Here's Bonner. Gets the scoring started. She's her 17th year out of Auburn. Ogwumike cutting to the cup. That pass deflected out of bounds. LA will retain the possession. Lynn Rock back to just the purity of why we all fell in love with this beautiful game. Here's Atkins from the slot, in and out. And rebound take Koa Makani. Second year guard out of Cameroon. Here's Alyssa Thomas. She had 11 assists on Sunday. Copper back heel. Burrell going up high to get that rebound.
LA had a tough start in Dallas, so you want to get on the board and don't let Phoenix get out in transition because they know what to do with the ball.
2-on-1, Thomas sets up Akoa Makani to start this one for the Mercury. Sparks coming off a 90-82 loss at Dallas on Sunday. Hamby, first bucket for LA.
On the high-low.
Bonner, here's Copper, pulls up mid-range. Can't get the bounce.
Every time Copper comes up with a miss, it feels like mission accomplished.
Burrell curling. Here's Wheeler in the corner. Burrell, high screen set by Ogwumike. Burrell, elbow extended. A fight for the rebound. It's going to go the other way. And they call that against Nneka Ogwumike. A rough go for them to start this season. Of course, you can't help but to think about the loss of Satu Sabali in free agency and just how big, evaluated in 4 weeks. There's a steal. LA coming back with it the other way. Hamby, the trailer. Here's Wheeler. Burrell, slot three. Front rim, and Copper
An open Ray Burrell.
Plum went through a workout earlier today. Prior to the doors report on that workout, but she's continuously making her way back. Of course, did not make the trip. The last road trip the Sparks went on.
Yeah, the very long road trip.
4 games in 7 days. Here's Atkins missing there, right to Hamby, the bucket and the foul.
Derek Hamby inside. Just that.
Dearica Hamby, 72% foul shooter. 16 points, 7 boards, 2 steals. She shoots
from a year ago.
7-5 our score. Copper wanted it mid-post. Instead, here's Akoa Makani, and Hamby got her hands on that one. Wheeler into the front court. The length of Bonner guarding her there, and we're going to get a foul here against the Mercury. That foul charge to Thomas, her first personal second-team foul. Wheeler using the Hamby screen. Atkins, long three. Clanks back iron. Hamby there once again, and she's going to get to the free throw line. So the energy of Dearica Hamby, you see it early on here, Mary. Time now for Mary's keys to the game. We call them Murphy's Laws, and they're built
for three-pointers. You got to score some points and then limit Copper to 20.
These two teams met. It was the first game ever over 40 in that night, an overtime win for the Sparks. Sparks have won the first 2 meetings against the Mercury. Both of those were in the Valley. This is the first of 2 meetings here in LA between these squads. 3 on the shot clock. Akoa Makani. Thomas has to throw it up. Does. Back iron, gets her own rebound. Brochan the 3, no. And Wheeler able to chase it down. Transition 3, no good there. Atkins offensive rebound, finds Hamby. Spins right into a double, goes up, raked away, out of bounds. But it'll remain LA basketball. 7-7 our score. Just under 6 minutes left here in this. Got their fair share of the Eastern and Central time zones. Is Nneka missing there?
When you talk about shot quality, certainly some good looks for LA in the early going.
Akoa Makani, here's Thomas. Brochan attacking baseline. Kicks it out. Bonner, slot tray, in and out. Rebound. Okay, became the Sparks' all-time leading scorer. Also climbing the charts in rebounds. Number 3 all-time in WNBA history as she knocks down the triple.
Little high-low action, and then the kick out down the 3.
Sparks' first lead of this ball game. 10-2 run here for LA. Copper lost it on their way up, right to Bonner. 5 on the shot clock. Akua Makani will let it fly and watches it fall through. It's the league in three-point shooting. Akua Makani at about 48%. Atkins misfires the football pass. Copper ahead of the pack, lay it up and in. It's been a long shift, if you will, waiting at the scorer's table. Have yet to get our first timeout as Wheeler floats it up. Copper the rebound. Thomas looking to run. Has Hamby on her heels, and Hamby, the pesky hands, knocks it off of Thomas and out of bounds.
6 boards and 3 blocks off the bench. I asked her what she observed about the Sparks D while she was sidelined and how she felt she could come in and make an impact. And she spoke about how this group, she told me, I honestly believe we are getting better every day. And guys, as for what Cam can control, it's
important off-season point coming off that injury, but just the strides made it unrivaled. And I mean, Cam has a laundry list of people to thank in terms of her rehab and recovery, but it was certainly a team effort. Here's Ogwumike. Nice feed underneath. Burrell blocked by Thomas in the game, remains in the game here for Phoenix. She has 2 personal fouls. Has the ball right now on the left wing. Here's Sammy Whitcomb from nearby Ventura. Did not play last game, appearing in just her 5th game this season. Bonner corner tray grazes the rim. Rebound taken by Ogwumike. Here's the hit ahead to Burrell. Burrell cutting across the paint. Goes up with it. Can't miss with numbers the other way. Trail shot. That 3 is good.
Played fast. Some great opportunities for LA. The last couple possessions, they don't come away with points.
Ayayi there on the triple, and we get a whistle here.
Well, you know, Sammy, we'll shoot it from Ventura.
Against the Mercury. Under 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Kiana Williams back in there. Has been out, been nursing a thumb injury. You can see it was pretty heavily wrapped. Burrell, that 3 rattles in.
One of the things you really love about Ray Burrell is she misses it, just comes out and just continues to get after it and be aggressive.
First scratch in this one, and we're gonna get a foul here against the Mercury. Charge that to Mack. Lexi held in there for the Mercury. They go high-low, Hamby high off the window, too strong, and Thomas coming back the other way. Lobs it underneath, Mack couldn't corral it, and it'll be LA basketball.
Defensively really played well by Cameron Brink. She's got AT as she's advanced.